Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the major here for the Premier League of MNCS. It is me, Spencer Hart, joined with JTTV. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing just great.
We are back here for another start to another major here. It is Premier's time to shine today. And if anything happens today, like we saw yesterday, JTV, boy, are we in for a wild ride today.
Absolutely. I mean, I was there yesterday. I got to see that wild ride, especially to start out the night. You know, it was crazy being in that driver's seat and seeing those games play out. And then just to see everything else play out throughout the night, you know, I don't want to ruin it for anybody tonight, but we might see some crazy things tonight as well.
Yeah. We are getting set here and ready to go here for for match here today. Coming up first is going to be the Atlas versus the Barons. We are going to get right into this matchup here. It is going to be that best of 5 series once again between the Atlas and the Barons, both 9th and 8th place respectively. And JT, we talked about it off air. Honestly, I think you and I both think this is going to go the distance here.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams seem pretty even. I mean, we don't have a lot of information to get off of Vazel, but I'm going to tell you right now, Timmy RL is definitely, to me, a player to watch tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, coming in, he, just picked up as a sub for Evan. You know, no other roster moves, for the Minnetonka Barons, but, we talk about it. Every once in a while, that substitute can really be the make or break difference in a setting like this.
Absolutely. And we'll see what happens, tonight. I can't even say there's a lot of chemistry being played out right now because a lot of these guys haven't quite played together for too long or haven't all even played together for that matter to this point. So we're going to see, my goodness, there he is, the man I was speaking about earlier, Timmy RL, finding the opportunity and putting it in. I'm telling you, you're going to want to see this name and you're going to want to shout it out yourself because he is here to make some noise.
Yeah, able to make them pay early here and just making himself known here as we got 4:26 to go in this game number 1. Ball's not going to be sent here into the side. Azel, excuse me if I mispronounced that. Gonna look to get one more touch towards the net. Latumos able to clear that one away. Now sent back to the other side of the Atlas. Ball sent towards the net. Riker able to get there in time and get the save. Ball now dropped down towards the midline. Taken by Timmy. Gonna look to get another shot going. Now the counterattack starts for the Atlas. Riker and looks to get one more tap in, bumped out of the way. And now Azel sent in for Zodak, gonna pop it back down into the side of the Barons. Just under 60 seconds gone here so far, JTV. And again, both teams, other than that initial goal here from Timmy, both teams kind of solidifying their defensive core.
Definitely, and as you look at it, it looks like Atlas are trying to set up plays, while the Barons are kind of looking for quick picks right now. You're seeing a lot of, Barons just kind of jumping on quick opportunities. They're kind of just popping up out of nowhere and really just trying to make some noise on those quick opportunities, but it's not really playing out the way that they need to. And it looks like if the Atlas can really get a nice design team play going, they're going to be able to get it right past the Barons because they're looking to get past that aggression.
And the team that passes together, scores together. Riker looking to make him pay, and he does. Equalizes at 3:10 to go. Riker just able to pop this off the sidewall. Nobody home for the Barons, and Riker equalizes this game in game 1.
Gotta feel pretty comfortable knowing you even had one of your own teammates right there. If things went a little awry, Zodak was right in place to reassure that they got that point there. We have a tie game, 3:08 on the clock. Tick, tick, tick. Perma trying to get something set up in front of goal, but Riker grabs it up and pushes it away.
And now Riker starting the counterattack for the Atlas. Ball gonna be centered towards the box. Looking for one more, and he's got it. It's Zodak. Another quick score for the Atlas. And all of a sudden, the 2-goal swing on the side of the Atlas, and they've got the lead.
And that's that team play that I was talking about earlier. I really feel that with the way that Atlas is playing right now, it really feels like they're a little bit more in uniform. We talked about the Barons and how they have not played together as a unit in its entirety yet this season. They call up Timmy as a sub in this game. And once again, it's not like they're playing from behind, but they're playing on very raw and very non-built strategy right now. They haven't had much time to input it. They haven't had much time to play it out. It's all very fresh and new for the most part, but they're still very, very talented players. Every single one of them definitely deserves to be at this level, but we'll see what happens going forward in this matchup as the Atlas are currently up by 1 with 2:25 remaining on the clock.
You know, we talk about Azo as well, you know, being that late addition pickup, and just as I call his name, he scores the third goal for the Atlas, being that late game pickup, late season pickup for the Mankato Atlas, and right now showing what he's got to bring to the Premier League.
It kind of felt like almost like a Giannis Antetokounmpo play. He came from behind and he kind of just took the swat, but he swatted it in for the goal. That was a beautiful, beautiful play backwards. It was just really nice set up there. And we'll see if the Atlas can continue this level of aggression going forward. I mean, the Premier League, this is exactly what we're looking for. High-level plays.
Yeah, and a couple of demos coming out here. Now ball gonna be sent it in, looking for Azo to drop it down. Taken away by Timmy. Back to the corner. Riker is there to keep it in the zone. Looking for one more touchdown to a teammate. Nobody there. Popped up by Perma. Here comes Zodak from the other side of the field. Azo now gonna pop it up into the box. Gonna drop down right in front of the net. Nobody home for the Atlas. 1:40 to go here in game number 1. Riker now going to hit the sidewall. Looking for another touch. Can't get there. Nice 50 by Latumos, but Riker is going to push it into the box. Timmy looking for one more. Azel looking to set it up for a teammate. Just in the corner we go here, JTV, and sent towards the box. And Timmy now going to pop it up the other way towards the net. That's going to be an open net with 1:22 to go.
Timmy finding the opportunity, staying back, staying patient, and getting that nice boom downfield and getting his team one step closer. This is still a ball game, everybody. Do not get out of your seats. If anything, just get a little bit closer to the edge.
Ball now sent into the side of the, of the Barons. And here comes Timmy looking for another touch, looking to get it centered. Riker is there to take that one away. And now he'll start for the Atlas. Ball sent in now by Azel. Into the sidewall we go. Into the corner. Now he's got a teammate. He sent it in. It's Riker. A picture-perfect 1-2 punch with Azel and Riker.
Once again, the team plays playing out. What happens when you put Riker on an island? He makes big plays.
Yeah, man, that passing play again, picture perfect for both teams. Able to get the passing plays, but right now the Atlas just kind of taking advantage of the defensive miscues on the side of the Barons as the 60-second horn sounds here in game number 1. Perma coming in. Latumos with a nice bump. Now a second shot coming in. Timmy looking for one more touch. Settled down. Nobody home for the Barons. Second opportunity cleared away by Zodak off the back wall. And here comes Perma. Keeps it in the zone of the Atlas. Now he's going to look for a bump here on Azel. Not going to get there. He's going to run out of boost. Now a ball sent in towards the net. Timmy clears it off the back wall. Second shot in by Zodak. And now the wheels starting to fall off here for the Barons as the Atlas take a 3-goal lead with 31 to go.
You got to feel a little bad if you're Timmy right now. He's doing a little bit of everything to try to get his team in a good position. He's trying to set his team up on the offensive side, and they're just not giving him the help that he needs right now. We're going to definitely need to see a little bit more from both of his teammates going forward in this series if they want to try to come back and take it, because right now the Atlas are driving away with it, and their team cohesiveness has just been on point.
Ball sent in now towards the box, into the box, cleared away by Timmy, and now Latumos trying to get something in. Now a bump comes in. Perma has to get it out of the box. 10 seconds to go. Time ticking away here in game number 1 for the Barons. And right now, just looking for damage control at this point to take us into game 2. Time's going to expire. Ball is going to be looking to hit the turf here. And that... well, ball still floating in the air. Still time to get one more if you're on the Barons. That will do it. Game number 1 is over, and the Mankato Atlas take a 1-0 series lead.
My, oh my, that is the way you want a series to start. The Atlas coming out swinging heavy. Had a total of 9 shots on goal into the comparison of 6. They had one more save on their end as well. And they're, like I said, those team plays, I think, are the big factors that are really going to set them ahead. Getting 2 assists, while the Barons are not working as much as a unit right now. Like we said, the chemistry just isn't quite there at the moment. But I think they can really start to build it out. They just understand we are top-level Rocket League players, and we can definitely make this work. We just have to strategize. We got to work together, and we have to communicate. I haven't seen too many things where there's been major miscommunication. We're just seeing long rotations. They're not at first. first we saw these quick picks, but then we start to see them fall back a little bit more and not be as aggressive. And then that's when the Atlas really started to make it happen. They started getting those team plays down. They started getting the passes in place, and boom, you end up with 5 assists. Every single goal had an assist attached to it.
Yeah, and that's exactly the point. We take a look at the Mankato Atlas's score, or excuse me, their scoreboard. 5 assists, whereas on the side of the Barons, none. They only had the 2 goals. So again, team plays sometimes is what you got to do to get things going here. Right now, if you're on the side of the Barons, right now you got to lock down those team plays and get those passes in instead of just going for those single shots.
Definitely do. And right now, we'll see if Atlas can continue that level of just tremendous team play that they put out there in game 1. That's definitely what you want to see coming into a series. And I'm guaranteeing we're going to see some similar level of aggression and the same type of, teamwork being put forth as we continue to play out. And hopefully we'll see something come out from the end of the Barons as well as they're setting themselves up. And Perma finds the angle and finds it top shelf.
Yeah, a nice shot by Perma, sensing that Azel kind of misplayed it off the back wall and just absolutely fires in. Riker trying what he could to get a save attempt in, but no dice. Ball sneaks into the goal. 1-0 here, the Barons, with 4:39 to go. Game number 2. Ball collected by Azel, sent into the side of the Barons. Now into the corner we go. Ball's going to float just above the goal. Latumos is going to take that the rest of the way. We can look for one ground pinch. Riker gets a nice touch and gets the demo on Latumos as well. So a quick power play here for the Atlas. Able to get it out of the zone, try to get it in. A touch coming in towards the box. Perma is just going to one-tap it in, but Riker is there to catch that. Looking to play some mind games. Off the side wall we go. And now in towards net. Perma able to get the save on that one. Now Timmy back towards the face-off circle. Kept in by Riker. Now Perma off the corner wall. Back towards the midline. Ball is centered. Nobody's there. Perma's just going to let it go in. 2-0 for the Barons.
What a nice, just patient play right there by Timmy. Hitting it up and Perma being impatient, I should say, excuse me, and kind of just taking that one out of Timmy's pocket. He says, you know what? I want it myself.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about, though. Team plays, that's exactly what the Barons needed, and that's exactly what they've done here so far within the last 70 seconds of game number 2. Latumos gets the flip reset, gets the second one, but gets bumped by a teammate. Perma now going to try to get a touch in. Riker will collect that now for the Atlas. Timmy with a nice 50 win. Second touch coming in by Perma into the corner. Now going to float in front of the box, looking for Timmy, who's going to retreat and reset for the Barons. Riker now back towards the face-off circle we go. Latumos will collect that. Get another touch into the corner we go. Up into the air, Zodak now for the Atlas. Will start the counterattack. Gets it back away from the face-off circle. And now Aiden's going to look to drop it down. Latumos just pops it up. Perma looking to get a touch in. And just over under 2 minutes gone here, JTV. And right now the Barons exactly where they need to be here in game number 2.
Yeah, this is definitely where I think they wanted to be. They found a way to slow down that team play from the Atlas. And as I'm saying the name, put my foot in my mouth, I must, because Azel was right there to say, hey, JTV, quiet down. We're making this comeback right now. There's 3 minutes on the clock, and the Barons might be in a good spot, but you saw what we did in game 1, and we're going to bring it right back.
Now momentum starting to pitch the way of the Atlas. With 2:53 to go in game number 2. Plenty of time for them to get that equalizer goal. Ball's going to be popped into the air. Going to sneak into the box. Timmy will pop that away back towards the face-off circle. Riker going to send it right back. Gets the bump on Timmy. Perma is now going to take it to the midline. Over into the Atlas side. Sent towards net. Riker's got to get there. Sent in with a save by Zodak, but a dunk from Latumos. And the 2-goal lead restored for the Barons.
That continuation, that is what you like to see. Being able to stay on that ball, knowing that the defender is going to get right back in your face. You're looking at that third hit and not worried about their hit because you know you're there and you know you're going to make something happen.
Now Latumos looking to get one more right off the face-off. Ball popped up by Zodak and now into the box. Riker takes that one right back away. Now Azel into the corner. Up the sidewall, now it's going to look to get something going for the Atlas. Zodak going to hit the sky, send it in, looking for one more. Timmy can't get the touch, sent in towards the net, and it's saved by Timmy on a nice play, a dart off the back wall. Now Latumos just gonna pop it into the corner, trying to get some sort of boost, and now Timmy has an opportunity to fire it in once again. Demo comes in on Azel from Latumos. Timmy and Latumos, excuse me, in the same spot. Now Zodak has a counter rush opportunity. Perma heads up play to get back and at least be able to get the touch.
One thing I'm loving to see right now from the Barons in particular is actually their crowd control. They're doing a good job getting bumps and demos where they need it to really just slow down and break up the Atlas attack. Right now, we have an opportunity in front of goal, and Latimos is going to pick it up, but yeah, take it right back there, Snorlax.
Latumos looking to get one more touch. He's got it the entire way, and he will score! Latumos took it on his hood from the face-off circle and didn't look back, and the Barons now have a 3-goal lead in game number 2.
Talk about an alley-oop, and I'm not just talking about Latimos. I said, hey, I'm going to hand it off, and right as I did, I gave it right to you. That was a beautiful goal and a beautiful opportunity there put together by the Barons, and they are now up 4-1. A minute 15 on the clock, and like we said earlier, this is where they want to be.
And now the counterattack starting for the Atlas. They need to get something going and quick, because it's just over 60 seconds to go. Timmy now going to play it into the corner away from the box, looking to get one more touch in. Taken away by Riker. Has an opportunity to get it centered. Azel, we're looking for a bump, but Latumos comes in with the save. 60-second horn sounds here in game number 2. Is now Perma going to retreat into the corner. 0 boost to work with. Riker doesn't know that. Now Latumos pops up, sends it right for Azel. Saved by Timmy. That's his third of the game. And now Zodak into the corner looking for one more touch. Perma able to pop it up. Latumos is there on the counterattack trying to get it up. He's looking to do it again. And he just hits the crossbar. Just over 30 seconds now here to go. Game number 2. Zodak demos Latumos. Ball sent back towards the face-off circle. Azel now trying to get past Perma. Riker will clean that up. Ball centered. Azel needs to whip around. He doesn't have enough time. It's Timmy able to read that in. Final 15 seconds here in game number 2. And JTV, this game certainly is all the Barons.
Right as you say it, Latimos puts up a hat trick. Timmy's got a savior. This is the turnaround that you wanted to see from the Barons. And we said at the beginning of this series, we're pretty sure it's going to go the distance, and these boys are reasserting that fact.
Final 10 seconds here, game number 2. Perma's just going to hit the skies. Gets it over Azel, looking to pinch it in. Latumos looking to send one more in. Zodak is just going to clear it away. He's going to look to get one more towards the goal and maybe get some sort of momentum for the Atlas. His ball is going to hit the goal. It's going to land right in front of it, and that'll do it. The Minnetonka Barons come back with a vengeance in game number 2 as they take game number 2 5-1.
Oh boy, oh boy. When they hit me up and asked me to cast this game, I wasn't sure what I was going to be stepping into, but I'm telling you this, it's a ball game, people. The Barons and the Atlas are here to play, and this is only the first series tonight for the Premier League. There is so much more to be had. My goodness, game 2, it is 1-1 in this series. There's only 5 games. I think we need more, personally, with the way that they're playing. I don't think 5 games is enough, but that's all we have for tonight. One of these teams are going to have to come out on top.
Yeah, we take a look at the stats here. 9 shots for the Barons, 7 for the Atlas, but again, it's those all-important assists. The Barons did exactly what they needed to do in game number 2. Turn around and start making those team plays. And it showed as they took game 2 5-1, even in these series at 1-1. So again, you and I said at the top of the broadcast that this series definitely has the probability of going the distance. And we'll see how that pans out as we're going to put 5 minutes back on the clock. Game number 3 is underway between the Barons and the Atlas. Ball sent now into the Atlas side. Collected by Zodak, going to hit the skies. If I'm on the side of the Atlas, I'm looking to get a goal here within the first 30 seconds. Make some sort of statement, not allow the Barons to just continue on their absolute momentum fest.
And you couldn't have said it any better. They have a lot of coal in their engine, and the steam is pumping through. This Barons team started to figure it out there in game 2, and they literally took the strategy out of Atlas's pocket. And they said, you know what? No, I think we're going to do this one. It kind of felt like that moment in Waterboy where Coach Klein's like, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do right now.
Yeah, it's interesting that, Rocket League is that momentum-based game, and all it takes is that one turnaround. And you see the completely brand new team is the Barons, again, trying to get that momentum high, just continuing as Perma is going to center it accidentally. Zodak had an opportunity at it, but missed the net. Now Timmy trying to get it out of the zone. Perma will get it into the corner, get the reset here for the Barons. Now Zodak backflips by accident. Azel puts it in, ball sent towards the net, and that's going to go in by Perma. A defensive miscue by the Mankato Atlas is going to cost them the first goal.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there, and it puts the Barons right back on top. And they already had the momentum going into this one, and now the Atlas slipped up just a bit. But we know that they are hard hitters, and they can come back. They just got to get a little bit more momentum going on their side.
Timmy gonna hit the skies, look to get that centered up for Perma. He's got a shot towards the net, hits the right post. Latumos can't get there. Riker's gonna clear that way. And now Latumos and Timmy head into each other. Ball sent towards net, gonna come off the left post. And now Azel trying to keep it going here for the Mankato Atlas. Perma gonna get that one away, drop it down for a teammate. He's gonna drop it down for himself, gets it by one man, gets it by two. Trey can't get it by the third. My goodness, Perma almost had a hat trick of misses on the side of Atlas.
That was some play. Literally, my jaw was hitting the floor. I was hoping that was going to go in just because I wanted to see the clip that went with that. My goodness, was that a high-level play that just did not finish out the way that he wanted.
Zodak is going to be able to clear it away from the goal. Now Azel gets the demo on Timmy. Perma is going to pop it up and leave it for Timmy. Into the corner we go. Second shot coming in. Latumos going to pop it up here once again. And now we're looking for a teammate. Kind of a broken play here for the Barons. It's 2:44 to go here. Ball now going to be just popped up towards the box. No real rhyme or reason for the touch. And now a second touch coming in. Perma, they have a 3-on-1 opportunity. And oh my goodness. They had a golden opportunity and Mankato able to clear that one away.
Sometimes you guys just got that one man that just full sends it because he knows what's about to happen. And they did a great job on that one as the Atlas are still alive, breathing, kicking, screaming, fighting, clawing their way to get back into this one.
Ball now going to be dropped into the box of the Barons. Latumos is there as well to clear that one away. And now taken away and sent in by Timmy. Hazel can drop it down. Timmy gets a nice touch. Looking for a pass. He's got it up to Perma. They'll look to drop it down towards the net. Zodak gets the touch out of the box. Perma, though, is going to pop it right back. Riker going to head back and get the clear. And now the ball still has not left the side of the Mankato Atlas. It finally will leave the zone. And now Perma's got to get the touch in. Riker is there as well to collect that. For the Mankato Atlas, going to pop it off the back wall. Looking for a teammate, cleared away by Timmy. Azel pops it up, looking for Zodak. Now looking for one more touchdown. Ball's going to come off the corner, dude, right down in front of the net. Azel can't get the touch, and now the ball's going to go back towards the midline. Perma is there, looking for Latumos. Taken away by Zodak, and just over a minute to go here right now, JTV, and right now only a 1-goal lead for the Barons, but right now it seems like so much bigger hill to climb for the Atlas.
Yeah, it's almost weird because in a game of Rocket League, it's almost like that one more will always get you ahead. You know, the one more. But in this situation, that one more isn't actually giving them that extra. It seems like the Barons have kind of just realized what is going on, and as I said, put my foot in my mouth once again. Fine, Azel. You've made your point now twice tonight. Can I please do my job?
Riker getting a nice bump off of Timmy on the side wall, bumping him off the ball, and Azel able to get that shot in towards the net. Nobody home for the Barons in an equal game with 51 seconds to go here. And that may be what the Atlas need to kind of get that kick in the rear and get the win here in game number 3 as the ball now sent into the corner. Latumos going to give chase. Azel is there as well to pop it down into the corner. Taken away now here by Perma. Looking to get one more towards the center. Latumos going to pop it up. Nobody there for the Barons. Latumos can't win the 50 as well. 30 seconds to go here. Game at number 3. Riker popping it up, looking for another. Does he have a third in him? He doesn't. Take it away by Latumos. Final time taking away. Zodak sends it towards the net. 16 seconds to go. And the Mankato Atlas come back from 0 to score 2 quick goals and are in line to win game 3.
My goodness, this one panning to be out. one of the greatest matchups I've seen in Rocket League to this point. They are just neck and neck with one another, and it's like these teams are fighting like they're some of the greats, like they're Muhammad Ali and George Foreman or something like that. It's just 1-2 punch, 1-2 punch, and they are slowly figuring each other out. They are watching ever so closely as we go tick, tick, tick. Can we get an OT? Zodak has other plans. Are we going to see zeros? In fact, we do. Timmy RL making sure there's no late goal opportunity for the Atlas. That looked like it hit on zero, but it's still alive. And there we go. We got zero on the board, and the Atlas taking game 3 in this best of 5. My goodness, Snorlax. That might be your name, but there's no way you want to fall asleep on this one.
Negative, sir. Get back and forth here in this matchup, and man alive, we take a look at the scorecard. Only 3 shots for the Atlas, but boy, oh boy, did they make them count.
Absolutely. They just looked at every opportunity that they can and they made them count. We saw that they were falling behind. We saw that they were staggering, but at the end, they really got it together. And that's all that matters, is getting the ball in the back of net. And if it takes you 1 shot, it takes you 2 shots, you know, you want to take less shots and get more goals, if I'm correct. So even with there being 6 shots on the Barons end, the Atlas still figured it out with half the amount of shots. And that's got to look pretty good if you're the Atlas, because it just shows that they're looking for their opportunities and they're capitalizing on them. So we'll see what happens here in game 4. At this point, I don't even know what the story is about to play out right now, because, you know, the Barons have been telling a tale, Atlas have been telling a tale, but the story is just running a ruckus right now. So we'll see who comes out on top in this best of 5 between the Atlas and the Barons.
We stay at DFX Stadium for game number 4. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Latumo's going to power it in. Perma looking to send it in for a face-off goal. He can't get there. Can't get it above, below the post. Now Latumos looking to hit Timmy for one more. He gets it down. The bump comes in from Latumos, though. And now Perma looking to get one more touch. Looking to get it in towards net. Zodak clearing that one away. Now Azel can't get the touch. Timmy going to center it, looking for a teammate. He's got him. Latumos, a 1-2 punch comes in. And the Barons coming back once again with fire in their veins. It's Timmy to Latumos. 1-0 Barons.
I just got a question. Is everybody on a mission to make me look just bad today? I'm like, oh, you know, more shots don't really equate to the victory right now in this one. I'm like, you know what, JTV? We're just going to keep on shooting. What are you going to do about it? I'll tell you what we're going to do about it. We're going to win this game, hopefully. And right now, the Barons are on top. Not even roughly 30 seconds off the clock, and they are right back in the back of that net. My goodness, Latimos, you're on something right now. Let me get the script.
A double commit from the Atlas cost them the second goal here within the first 32 seconds. And oh my goodness, Minnetonka Barons are coming out with a vengeance once again here in game number 4. It's now Timmy looking to get a third, taken away by Zodak. Latumos is going to lay it on the ground. Perma now going to pop it into the air, looking for another touch. He gets it, looking to get it over Azel, cannot get there. Now Zodak starting the counterattack. Timmy, the only man back, popped up into the air, looking for Riker to put it down. He does! What a pass from Zodak, and what a play and shot from Riker.
Once again, that's one of those top-level plays that you want to see when you're watching the Premier League. Riker getting on up there, knowing the assignment, and getting in position and knocking it down. And I'll say it once again, we got a ball game, people.
Strap in, folks. It's going to be a hellacious game number 4. It's now Latumos. Keeps it into the corner. Taken away by Riker, trying to get it out of the zone. He will. And pops it in. Latumos clears it away from the box. Timmy now going to pop it up. He's got Perma to his left. Zodak is now going to put it into the air. Now Riker pops it up, going to hit the back wall. Timmy has to get a touch on it. He had Zodak coming in to make that play. And now Azel pops it up, looking for one more touch. Off the flip reset! He had it, but cleared away by Timmy. And now Latumos, 70 boosts to work with. Still got another touch in him. Zodak able to get that away from the box. Azel will now start the counterattack for the Mankato Atlas. Looking to get the bump, but Perma gets the touch. Now sent into the right of the net. Cleared away by Latumos. Heads up play to get that away from the goal. And now Latumos going to center, but nobody there. Riker can't get the last touch, and just under 2 minutes to go. Or excuse me, 2 minutes gone here, JTV. And my goodness, right now, the Minnetonka Barons, they had that initial 2-goal lead, but the Mankato Atlas right now looking like they have some ice in their veins as well.
Yeah, both these teams, like we've said from the beginning, you know, we expected this one to go the distance, and that's exactly what it's looking like. These teams are just fighting back and forth. Like I said, this looks like a battle of the ages, and this, like I said, this is only the beginning of this stream. Like, my goodness, there's no way people are going to not want to hang out to the very end.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting, a very exciting day here in the Premier Major. Just, you're not going to want to go anywhere. It's Perma. Now they're trying to get out of the zone. Riker will steal that one away. Latumos trying to get a touch in. He doesn't have it. Nobody in the box. Latumos gets there for the save, but sent in by Hazel. And they have an equalizer with 2:17 to go. But man alive, that save from Latumos was something else.
That could have been a candidate for save of the year, but because Azel came back and popped it in so quickly, it almost nullifies the sweetness of what we just saw on the screen.
2:17 to go here. Game number 4. Got Hazel. Gets the touch in, but the ball still in the zone. Latumos has an open net in the back wall here, looking for Timmy. Looking for one more touch. He gets it! What save from Zodak! Gets the pinch off the post! And now Riker going to start the counterattack here for the Atlas. Timmy gets that one cleared away. Zodak gets the touch on it as well. Timmy on 0 boost. Permanent is going to pop it into the face-off circle and will eat the demo. My goodness, that save from Zodak completely wiped off Latumos' save from the map.
I mean, I'd like to say that there's a possibility of overtime, but the way these teams are playing, I think it's going to end before it hits 0. Somebody's going to score, and then it's going to hit 0, and that's going to be game. I don't think we're hitting overtime. These teams are so tenacious right now. My goodness.
Ball now back towards the midline. Latumos keeps it in the Atlas zone. Sent towards the net. Riker's got to get there, and he does. But a second shot off the post from Timmy. That was their chance right there to keep overtime from looming. Timmy now going to pop it off the back wall. Azel can't get the touch. Ball back towards the face-off circle. Latumos trying to get another touch. He does. Looking for Perma. Sent in, but saved from Riker, but he doesn't get enough of it. And the Barons score that important third goal with 64 seconds to go.
I'm not going to say that's the last goal. I still will not say this game is over. And I'm still not saying there's going to be an overtime because it has been one crazy roller coaster of a series. And even if the Barons take it here with a minute left, we are going to game 5. And that is all she will write. Who will take it? It is still anyone's ball game. I mean, we still got a minute on the clock, and there's a possibility of Atlas still pushing it into overtime. But my goodness, I don't know what's going to happen. My mind is racing.
Timmy fires it into the Atlas side, into the corner. Latumos looking to get a pinch in, cleared away. And now here comes another touch in by Azel. Back towards the face-off circle we go. Into the corner. Azel trying to get one more. Now the 30-second horn sounds. Zodak has to get something going here for the Atlas. They want to have an opportunity to win it here in game number 4. Latumos keeps possession for the Barons, gets the flip reset, but taken away by Riker. Now a second touch coming in by Perma. Cleared up for Timmy. Nobody there for the Atlas, and with 10 seconds to go, that's surprising. You got to push in, get one more. Now sent in. Zodak has an opportunity, and a ball popped up into the air. Azel pops it up, one more. Riker can't get it in. And now Azel back towards the face-off circle we go. Zodak has got to get a good touch in. Gets it up towards the back wall. Perma's going to kill it in the corner. And my goodness, the Barons win, and we are headed to game number 5.
Oh my goodness, people. I just can't right now. I'm almost speechless with the level of play that we've seen here on both ends. These crazy saves, the way that things are moving around. I mean, my goodness, we had 12 shots on goal for the Barons. We had 6 shots on goal for the Atlas. We have so much action, so many saves. There's just so much energy on this field. And we're going into game 5.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's incredible. I mean, they put up 12 shots. The Barons put up 12 shots compared to the 6 for the Atlas. 7 saves, however, for the Atlas. So this could have been a lot more one-sided than it was. But man alive, you and I called it here, brother. Game number 5 looming here, and we are going to head nowhere else but game 5, Champions Field, here for the first series in Premier League. My goodness, it's going to be something special here. Who's going to want it more? Is it going to be the Mankato Atlas, or is it going to be the Minnetonka Barons? 5 minutes on the clock. Let's do it from Champions Field. Here we go. Ball's going to be sent in to the right of the face-off circle. And now sent in by Perma, looking for another touch. Riker clearing that one away. Now we are still in front of the box. My goodness, gotta be careful. And now Zodak has an opportunity at a goal, and he puts it off the post. Second opportunity cleared away by Latumos. But boy, oh boy, Zodak is gonna want that one back.
Pass over to Perma. Perma getting a shot near goal, but Azal right there to kick it away. Timmy trying to get one on goal, and Riker's there to kick it away. Whose shot is it next? As you boys keep on putting shots on goal, and Atlas just is not having it right now. They're a little bit of everywhere at once, and they are doing what they can to slow you down.
Here comes Perma off the back wall. Azel gets the touch in. Zodak will give chase. Timmy is there as well. Nice play by Zodak. Sent in towards the net. Perma has to make a desperation save. It's not even a full 60 seconds has eclipsed here so far here in game number 4, and there's already 7 shots registered for both of these teams.
Oh yeah, I was definitely gonna say myself, I'm looking to see at least 10 shots on goal from both teams right now with this level of play. Oh my goodness.
Riker is now gonna try to get it away from the Barons. Latumos now gonna get the 100 boost and give chase. Now Zodak gonna hit the skies, gets it over Timmy. Perma's last man back, got to circle back and be careful. And now hit the ceiling, get the touch in, gets it back towards the midline, gets another touch off the ground. Hazel tried to get it away, but now it's going to come in centered, looking for a teammate. Now to the side wall we go. Perma keeps it in the zone, gets the bump on Hazel as well. Timmy now going to center, looking for Latumos, cleared away by Zodak, excuse me, and now sent to the other side. Perma drops it down into the corner. Hazel once again is there. Now cleared away, still trying to get it out of the zone. Riker trying to put it on net. Latumos able to clear that one away from the box, but still doesn't leave the zone. Latumos just kind of like a gecko on that back wall, just kind of playing defense for his team. It's now Perma with 0 boost. Pops it up for Latumos, can't get it over Zodak. And JTV, I mean, with just over half this game left to go, both teams, all of a sudden their defense is the most important part of this team.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy. And to think, my goodness, Perma finding that angle and putting it in. That was a nice one. I was just about to say, can you believe that this is the 8th and 9th respective team in this division? This is the level we're seeing at the quote-unquote bottom end of the bracket, but it looks like this might be some of the most high-level play that we're going to see tonight. Like I said, I'm excited to see how the rest of these games play out, because whatever team wins this match, you know, they got a lot of momentum going in their way, and I wouldn't just blink an eye and say, you know, any of these teams are just going to get ran going forward, because they have one rigorous level of tenacity they're coming out with.
Riker now going to collect it. My goodness, what a play by, I believe that was Timmy off the sidewall, just kind of read that pass. Now here comes Latumos, taken away by Riker, popped up towards the box. Perma's there, but still going to hit the back wall. Now here comes Zodak looking for a centering pass. Timmy able to clear that one away. Now Riker still keeping it in the zone here for the Atlas, looking for a flip reset. He gets it over. One man can't get it over Latumos. 2-minute warning now here in this game number 5. Hazel now trying to get it up to Zodak. Leads it on just a little bit too far. Perma can't get the touch. Dangerous play. Now Latumos just kind of has to pop it away. Now back towards the face-off circle we go. Timmy gonna hit the skies, looking for one more. Gets it over Hazel, but just off the left post. Now popped up Perma, trying to get it going as well. Looking to drop it down to Timmy. Hazel gets it away, looking for another touch. Latumos sends that one away. 90 seconds to go here, JTV, and right now, if you're the Atlas, I was gonna say, what do you do? But that almost costed you your entire series.
I mean, right now, if you're the Atlas, you gotta work on you gotta go back to what was working, I guess is what I want to say. I haven't really seen them put together too many team plays. It seems like more independent opportunities being put together. And because of that, they're putting themselves in a situation where they're letting the Barons just kind of, you know, take over. And I'm afraid to speak right now, because every time we're in this situation, I start talking, the Atlas find a way to, oh my goodness, Perma with that save. Oh, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna give it back to you, because something crazy is gonna happen otherwise.
Yeah, my man's caster cursed over here, left and right. So now he's gonna look to drop it into the Riker. Doesn't get enough power on it. Latumos able to just clear that one away. Now under 60 seconds to go here. Hazel and Latumos pinch that ball away. Ball now centered towards the net. Zodak gets the touch in. Another shot coming in towards the net. Cleared away by Hazel. 30-second horn sounds, and it's desperation time for the Atlas. There's a shot coming in. Hazel can't get the touch in. They got to get something going in quick. They got to get something in the net. They got to do it now. Riker is just going to grab the 100 boost, take it upon himself, looking for another touch. Gets a dunk. Azel isn't in proper position. Zodak looking to get it in. Final 10 seconds. Here we go. Mankato's got to score, and they got to do it now. Azel, 5 seconds to go. 0 boost to work with. Doesn't get the flip reset. Needs help from a teammate. Got Zodak looking for one more. Gets it in, but cleared away by Latumos. And that's going to do it. The Minnetonka Barons win this series.
Man, and to think that they were playing with, you know, very little chemistry going into this game. They literally had to go off of what they knew they could do as independent players and put it together. And I mean, I'm impressed with what Timmy was able to do, jumping up from that lower league and really being able to put it together and really keep it together for a team. But just in general, both these teams were playing absolutely fantastic on both ends, whether it's offense or defense. This is definitely the level of play that you want to see at the Premier League, and I am excited that I got to watch this, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of these games play out throughout the night.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I mean, don't go anywhere. We've got a great stream for today. Coming up, it's going to be the Minneapolis Miracles facing off the winner of the Inferno and the Flyers. We'll see who that is on the other side of the break. For JTV and Snorlax, I'm Snorlax. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break for the Minnesota Championship Series Major 1 premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MNCS Premier Major 1. It's Spencer Hart, Snorlax. Once again, we have lifted JTV. We brought in Wolf. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, it's been a day of upset so far as the Barons, again, looking to, or excuse me, the Flyers, looking to get things going early, but the Miracles able to get the shot in. Fuego, a nice pass from Stewie coming in as the alternate off the bench here today, and able to get that pass down for his teammate Fuego. Miracles quick 1-0 lead. And I'm also being I'm also being told by stream, but I think your microphone is muted there, my friend.
There you go. Hi.
Hey, hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. Mako trying to get these going. Prussia is trying to go for the bump. Trash now able to get it up, looking for Stewie. Gonna hit the skies, looking for one more. Nobody there. Fuego coming in, gonna hit the crossbar down. Gets the double touch in there. Trash able to clean it up. A quick 2-0 lead for the Miracles, but Stewie setting that up with a great touch off the back wall. Fuego and Trash, the 1-2-3.
They're having a good time. Stewie is laughing in the bottom left of your screen, and it has just been an absolute killer first minute for the Miracles as they go up by 2 here within the first minute. And man, I mean, they're going to continue this momentum as Ambrosia going to get a backline demo on that defender there, try to flip some things up off the backboard, is not get denied, and I think I clicked H too many times because now the player names are just non-existent. And so we're
hit that H button until it's back. Ball not gonna be sent in here. Fuego, leaving it down for Stewie.
I think I got it.
Away.
Yes.
Ball not gonna be sent out of the box. Now here comes Prussia, looking to get it down to Ambrosia, looking to come off the corner of Doom. Stewie able to clear that one away. And now Prussia gets the demo on Stewie. Fuego is on the back wall like a gecko. Now here we go. Gets the flip reset on one. Mako can't get the touch. Nice block by another member of the Miracles. Ball now centered, looking for a teammate. Cleared away by Prussia. And 3:20 to go here. You know, after the 2 initial goals here so far, Wolf, you know, the the Flyers starting to settle down a little bit here on offense.
Yep, and we have not really seen a threatening chance for them as Stewie bottom left shot testing Ambrosia's defensive awareness there. And interesting, you know, for the Miracles here, Brave was initially their second round pick. He was their starter. They have decided to bench him for Stewie. And so that is not a sub up move. He is currently playing for the Premier team, not only in this tournament, but likely after, unless they make a move, which they cannot make a move right now. Due to the trade window closing. So right now, Stewie's playing in both Challenger and Premier, so he has been doing a great job of stepping up so far, of course, to the Challenger role. I remember talking to him in the draft, and he is definitely a Premier player worthy of this spot, and they're showing it right now up by 2.
Yeah, now Prussia looking to get things started here again for the Flyers. Trash settling it down. Looking to get it to a teammate, but cleared away, but Stewie gets the save. And right on cue, pal, you talked about how Stewie's presence might make a difference here, and he gets a save, maintaining the 2-goal lead.
Fuego now on the offensive after a demo. And Roger just takes a big challenge there, not going to be enough to threaten the defense too much. As now Mako's going to try to hit this one forward towards Prussia. Prussia looking for the bump maybe on Trash. Cannot find it though. And Stewie now with the catch. Gets it past Mako. Going to use his speed. Going to demo Ambrosia. And now Mako over to the right side. St. Cloud are at least in the end. There hasn't been really a good shooting chance yet as Prussia fakes 2, but the 50 does not go in his favor. Ambrosia now off the ceiling he goes, but Fuego on the backboard going to deny Mako on the follow-up.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, right now the Miracles have a 2-0 lead, but the ball has been on the side of the of the Miracles 66% of the time. So what does that say? The Miracles, while they're taking the ball in, are making their visits to the Flyers side count, as you know, again, they typically get that score right away with 60 seconds to go here in game number 1. Again, the Miracles just looking to maintain that 2-goal lead. Ambrosia looking for a redirect, puts it into the corner. Now Fuego looking to get it down here for a teammate, looking to get it to Stewie. He's got it, can't get the touch, however. And now Prussia looking to get things started here again for the Flyers. Just kind of looking to throw everything at the wall here. Now Mako heading the skies, gets the touch away. 30-second horn sounds here in game number 1. Trash just gonna put it up. Prussia gonna keep it in the zone. He's got an open net. He only got 20 boosts though. Mako puts it wide left of the net, and a golden opportunity at that goal. 15 seconds now. Fuego and settle it down. Prussia, Stewie gonna fake out Prussia. Almost had an opportunity as time ticking away here in game number 1. And right now, the Minneapolis Miracles, showing they belong here in this tournament, will take game number 1.
Yep, and a very comfortable 2-0 lead, as you know they scored their first 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of that game. So they were kind of chilling throughout that entire game, as the Flyers did kind of adjust a little bit. They ended up getting the ball in the Miracles half quite a bit, but it just wasn't enough to produce as many threatening chances as the Miracles had done in the first minute of that game. So for the Miracles, it's looking kind of how I expected. The Miracles a very good team, a potential to win it all in some people's brackets. Not a surprising game 1, but the Flyers, of course, coming off that upset. They did produce 9 shots, which is more than the Miracles. And, if they continue to do that, they could totally come back in the series.
Yeah, this tournament full of surprises. We saw off stream as well that the Bemidji Lumberjacks 3-0 blanking the Superiors in their first round matchup. So, man alive, this tournament is full of surprises, and it's only going to go anywhere but up as we head into game number 2. 5 minutes back on the clock. Here we go. Ball's going to be sent here into the side of the Flyers. Russia going to give just a golden chance, taken away by Stewie. 0 boost to work with, no backup. And now Mako into the corner, gives way to Fuego. Fuego working with 10 boost and a dream. Pinch in with Ambrosia, looking to get a touch in. Prussia now going to give way to the net. Nobody home. Somebody's got to get there, and it's going to be Fuego. Second opportunity sent away by Fuego again. And now Prussia, touched by Trash. Somebody got a bump as well. Ball sent in, going to come off the back wall, looking for a teammate. It's Fuego. It's high. Mako gets it to clear away from the back wall. And now Stewie looking to center up another one. Ambrosia flips it away out of the box. Trash takes it right back. Fuego looking for a touch in off the post and cleared away by Prussia, but a good heads-up play by Trash to at least get that to the net.
Miracles, dude. They are still swarming on the side of the Flyers defense here. Prussia's got 0 boost. 50 comes out, and Stewie's going to be able to turn this one around. Looking for a teammate, beats 1, but Prussia be behind that one. Loses the 50 to Fuego now. It's going to drop down Trash, challenging Ambrosia, but it's going to pinch all the way back towards Fuego, who's going to also go for a pinch of his own. And now Mako has that one touched forward. Stewie there to intercept. Trash up for beat in the midfield. Now Fuego going to advance it over Ambrosia. Mako's going to take that one. Fuego does get it mid. Stewie up for this one off the backboard. Is there a follow-up? No. And the St. Cloud Flyers are going to get a free clear off. Mako looking to follow it up. And the Flyers on offense for just a little bit, and they find Ambrosia to keep up this offensive pressure, which they desperately need to continue doing.
Prussia looking for a touch as well. Stewie right there as well, kind of lurking. Fuego pops it over, got a touch on the side of the Flyers, saving that from going off the crossbar. Now Trash looking to get it off the backboard for a teammate. He's got Stewie cleared away and saved by Mako. Trash still able to keep it in the zone, however. Prussia gonna look to clear it off the back wall, gets the flip in. Stewie gets the one touch down to Fuego. Now here comes Trash looking for another touch as well. Stewie can't get the touch. You gotta be careful, last man back. 18 boost to work with. Now into the corner. Fuego is there. Gets the pinch off the corner. Looking for a teammate. Put towards the net. And now Ambrosia still keeping it in the zone, keeping it close. Now Mako. Ball's gonna be fired in towards the net. Ambrosia, nice save to keep it away from the net. Back towards the face-off circle we go. Fuego gets the pop-up. Ambrosia looking for another one, can't get there. 3-on-1 advantage for the Miracles, and they will score off the demo of Prussia, and nothing that the Flyers could do about that one.
Yep, and beautiful control from Trash. The demo comes out. Miracles on top once again. They have not let the Flyers score one goal this entire first 1 game and a half of this series, and that's dangerous. For the Flyers, considering that you have not been able to score yet. Just getting that first one's going to be huge. Drops down waterfalls off the backboard there. Mako going to take a challenge, and it just feels like when they're on offense, they're not doing enough. There needs to be more control. There needs to be more of a solo play. The Miracles are a super fast team, and the Flyers are kind of right now trying to just adjust to that fast play.
Well, and we saw this at the beginning of the first series as well in game number 1 with the Minnetonka Barons, that team plays as compared to those solo touches make a complete difference in this game. And right now, it seems like the Flyers aren't really getting a lot of those team touches. They're kind of going for those solo one touch towards the net, flip reset kind of shots. Whereas if you're on the side of the Minneapolis Miracles, you've got 2 people up in the offensive zone typically with every shot. As a pitch comes in and almost gets by Ambrosia. Oh my goodness, that would have been the highlight of the night. Had that gone in, Stewie fires in a shot as well. Ambrosia with his 3rd save of the game. 60 seconds to go in game number 2. But as I was saying, those team plays are incredibly important. If you're on the side of the Flyers, I think you're going to need to start getting some of those in.
Yeah. And they have not yet scored now, almost 2 full games down, which could just happen if they give away this next one. They don't want to have to come back and win the last 3, of course. Stewie's got a 1v1. Mako's just immediately turned. Not giving Stewie much time to react there. As Prussia going to take a challenge of Trash that'll go all the way down towards Ambrosia, as he's going to save his dodge and not use it. And Fuego with 0 boost, just a 1-touch clear. And right now, in the last 15 seconds, Ambrosia has a chance. It's on net, off the bar, and down. Ambrosia actually had another touch, but he had missed it on his shot. It went too high, and now 6 seconds left. St. Cloud on offense. Can they get it through? 2 seconds left. It will drop, and the Minneapolis Miracles take game number 2, and will move on to match point.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the stats here, but again, 8 shots for the Miracles. Only 5 for the Flyers. 5 saves as well for the Flyers as well. But again, at this point, if you're on the side of St. Cloud, you really need to start getting some of those team plays. We saw Shadesman at the end with that pass down to Ambrosia, just not able to get that touch. But that's exactly what they need, is to be able to get that ball into open space and get those passing plays, kind of under control. Because right now, Minneapolis Miracles are just running absolutely wild against the defense of the Flyers.
Yeah. And, for most of the game for the Miracles, I think it wasn't as, stressful as it was in the first game, considering they were tied at 0 throughout most of that game. Up until the Miracles scored that one. It seems like, man, these have been super low scoring games. The Flyers held them to 2 last game, but they could not score one of their own in both of these games. And they have yet to score, and it is game 3. And the Miracles are on the verge of a sweep, even though these are close games. You might have good defense, but if you can't produce the same level of offense, you're not going to win the series.
DFH Stadium is the site for our 3rd date here in this best-of-5 series. Ambrosia looking to get it towards the net. Stewie is there. And now Fuego meeting that pass from Stewie. Looking for a touch. He's got it. Looking for one more from Stewie. Can't get there in time. With a good heads-up play. And now towards the net we go, Trash. Looking to kind of just get it towards the net, and just a bumper car fest in front of the net. Now here comes Prussia. Dropping it down for Stewie. Gonna get the touch in. Now gets one more. They have an open net if they can get there in time. Sent towards the net. Mako able to come back from the junkyard just in time to get that save. Stewie now gonna drop it down. Trash gets the demo on Mako. And now the ball dropped down looking for Stewie, put towards the net. Mako once again able to get there in time off the demo. And now Ambrosia leaves it down for Stewie. Ball sent towards the net. Fuego is there. 57 seconds into the Minneapolis Miracles not letting their foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, and if Fuego's scoring this early in the game, you know, we saw game number 1. They scored 2 goals in the first minute. They score 1 here in the first minute, but still, that is such a big momentum shift for the Flyers. They have not been able to score 1 goal this entire series, as Trash is going to come in and send that one in the top shelf. And now the Miracles are up by 2, pretty much within the first minute, 2 seconds to expire there.
I'll be honest with you, brother. I don't know what else the St. Cloud Flyers can do at this point. They're going to need to hit the reset button, and they're going to need to hit it pretty darn quick, because at this point, the Minneapolis Miracles are just running rampant over this team. Prussia catches the ball, and now we start the counterattack for the St. Cloud Flyers to see if something can get done. Trash is there, but so is Mako. Looking to drop it down to Ambrosia, and exactly what I'm talking about there. Those quick 1-2 touches, you know, from the Flyers. We've seen it over the past seasons as well with Ambrosia. We've got a rule 1 with Mako and Trash. So it's going to be 2-on-2 here. Fuego dropping it down, coming in, and that's going to score the 3rd goal for the Minneapolis Miracles. Fuego is pulling back the arrow and letting it go. Fires it into the net, 3-0.
And the Miracles have yet to score 3 goals in a game. And the Flyers have yet to score once in a game this series. And so, I mean, it only makes sense if they win, you know, I guess they win the first game by 2, then by 1, and then by 3. It's out of order, but 1, 2, 3, you've got their shutouts. But you still got 3 minutes of gameplay. The Flyers, again, I mean, that's been the story of the series. They have not scored a single goal yet, and they are looking to just have a little bit of breathing room here. They've got a decent bit of time, but they're down by 3 goals.
Yeah, you know, we take a look kind of back at the last, you know, the last few games as well, and I mean, the Flyers not able to get a lot of shots towards the net, but they have those quality touches to get the ball towards the net, but they're just not able to capitalize on those shots. Ambrosia gets the 50 win, but carefully taken away by Trash. Looking for the flip reset, can't get there. Mako gets the 3rd save. 2-on-1 rush now here for the Flyers. They have an opportunity, but lose possession, and now Trash gets it up to Fuego, who gets it away from Prussia. Trash will give chase once again. He's going to hit the ceiling, taken away by Ambrosia. Nice heads-up play. Prussia misses the boost. It's now going to look to get that center for a teammate. Ball's going to come down right in front of the net. Ambrosia's there, sent towards the net, and there it is, the first goal for the St. Cloud Flyers.
Yep, we see the first goal, and it is an absolute banger on net from Ambrosia over both Trash and Fuego. You know, this Miracles team, all 3 of them together probably make the fastest team out of any in the league. And to get it over, you know, the constant pressure that they put on the ball and on your car in terms of bumps and demos is absolutely super difficult to deal with. But the Flyers are able to score, which of course, you know, they get 1 goal per minute here. They're on track to make a comeback. But still, you know, they get that first goal. They're still down by 2. They are on offense now. Mako, a bit lonely there on offense as Broja passes it off the corner. Prussia's got to turn around, hits it towards Mako, but Stewie so fast they're able to intercept their play, and now they are back on offense, pretty much free ball here for Fuego.
And now Ambrosia looking to get another tuck in. Into the corner we go. Ball's going to come up. Trash going to head up and get that away from the net. Prussia. Oh my goodness, Trash almost had a dunk on Prussia. And now Fuego looking for another touch. Oh, Trash was coming in to make that play as well, but left it for Trash. Excuse me, for Fuego. And now Fuego going to look to catch. Sent towards the net. Ambrosia clears that one away. Now ball sent back over the face-off circle to the other side of the pitch. Mako trying to get something going here now for the Flyers. Ball taken away by Stewie. Trash is there as well. Ball sent back into the side of the Flyers. 60 seconds to go here. Game number 3. And if you're on the side of the Flyers, it's do or die time now, as you're about to head into the loser's side of the bracket. Now Fuego getting a little bit of a flick in. Getting it up for Stewie. Cleared away by Ambrosia. Now Mako Taking up the side wall. Here we go. Back into the side of the Miracles. Trash gets the boost as the 30-second horn sounds. Ball sent towards the net. Fuego with a side flip to get the save. Ambrosia now looking for another touch as well. Ball dribbling in front of the net. Cleared away by Stewie. Trash now going to center up the side wall. Fuego is there. He's going to meet Ambrosia off the other side wall now. Final 10 seconds, and that should do it here in this series. The Minneapolis Miracles will move on and will look to send the St. Cloud Flyers into the bottom bracket as time expires. Ball is going to look to hit the turf, and that should, the ball's still in the air, put off the back wall now, and that will do it. The Minneapolis Miracles take down the St. Cloud Flyers in a sweep, 3-0.
Yeah, that was pure dominance from the Minneapolis Miracles. A sweep over the Flyers, who had just come off of a great series against the Burnsville Inferno. But man, the Flyers finally got their goal, but it was way too late. It was in Game 3. They were already down by 2 games, and they got 1 back, but they were already down by 3 at that point. They cut it within 2 at the last moment there, with a solid 2 minutes left. But it was just not enough to fend off this Minneapolis Miracles team, who look extremely well. Even with their little decision of benching Brave and bringing up Stewie to play for them in this tournament and so forward, they look like they haven't changed. They look incredibly well.
Well, and that's the thing, taking a look kind of all the stats that we have available, really the player in the game here is Stewie. He had, almost 3 saves just by himself, average with those 3 games, 2.5 goals, 3 shots per game as well. He had the most touches as well. So, honestly, Stewie, was a great, kind of a great transaction, if you will, for the Minneapolis Miracles, bringing him in, benching Brave. And, if there was a player to watch here for the rest of the tournament, I think it's going to be Stewie and the Minneapolis Miracles.
Yeah, for sure. He has filled in so very well, and they all three, they click very well together. Man, what a performance from the Minneapolis Miracles. And kind of my question now is, who plays next? I have absolutely zero clue. It's the semifinal round 2, but we'll figure it out in the break.
That's funny. I was actually frantically searching my sources as well to see where we go from here. But hey, chat, we'll find out with the rest of you here. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with our third matchup here of the evening. That's next here on the Premier Major 1 Minnesota Championship Series.
on fire, burning slow and sweetly. Too shy to call you alive when you said you need me. In a week from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Talking myself down, explaining that there's no use. Ooh, I'm gonna hurt myself trying to love you. You're gonna hurt me too, kissing down, maybe go soon. You're gonna hurt me too. Ooh, 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 you're gonna hurt me too. I feel like I've got such sad eyes, looking so pathetic. My anxiety sounded scraping against my necklace. In an hour from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Talking myself down, explaining that there's no use. Ooh, I'm gonna hurt myself trying to love you. You're gonna hurt me too, kissing down, maybe go soon. You're gonna hurt me too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Go back home. to this. It's a long way to the ground, all alone. Guess we played for what's been found, different sides. But you know which one you're on. It's a ploy, it means nothing when you're gone. Don't blame me, my own sick grief, just not today. It's a waste of space for colors turn and lessons lead the other way. It can't be changed, 'cause we are lions, we are fighters. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes. We are lions, we are fighters. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. 'Cause we are lions, we are fighters. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our
Third match of the stream here today, and I get a third casting partner for the day. It's my old partner. It's Flash. Welcome back, buddy.
Third time's the charm. Hold on, let me scoot up. Let me get my booster seat here. See what my shirt says? I am wearing my uniform today. So
Hey, look at that. Hey.
yep, there it is. I
Flash.
am the Flash.
Flash has returned, and we've got another game coming your way here. It's the Bemidji Lumberjacks. It is the St. Paul Senators, and the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Boy, oh boy, are they riding a high right now because they just swept and took down the number 2 Duluth Superiors. And Flash, I mean, we talk about March Madness. We talk about, the kind of momentum that these teams have. Taking down the number 2 team in the major has got to be a momentum, just a momentum swing for that team.
Absolutely. I feel like any kind of grandstanding we try to perform here is not going to be enough for the Lumberjacks, right? It's just no one really expects the 6, 7, 8 seed, kind of the bottom of the barrel to give you a challenge, much less sweep you, right? So we'll see if they can keep riding this hot streak. I mean, hey, I feel like they've been playing with house money, and they didn't have the luxury of that buy. So I mean, something must be working here. And how many times did we bring up that despite your record, once you get into the majors, all bets are off, really.
Yeah. Yeah, Bemidji right now taking down both Bloomington and Duluth in sweeps. So we'll see if they can make it 3 straight here on the side of St. Paul. Again, they got that first round bye, so they just took down Hibbing as well, sent them into the lower bracket. So again, still plenty of Rocket League to be played here for this major. Another matchup coming your way here after this one. And then again, we'll have the remainder of the major one for the Premier League coming next week. So again, a lot of Rocket League still yet to play. And we are going to get set and ready to go here for this series. It is going to be a best of 5 series. It's going to be the Bemidji Lumberjacks. It's going to be the St. Paul Flyers. We are going to put 5 minutes on the clock. Best of 5. Here we go. Ball is going to be sent here into the side of the, of the Senators. Ball going to be sent up. Fusion Bleach looking to start it early, and he does. 1-0 Bemidji.
Oh boy. If this is, a peek into the crystal ball, so to speak, things are not going to turn out well for the Senators, but I expect Ches, Fours, and the caster's favorite, Bubbly Reaper, who is from, hold on, checks notes. Checks him again.
Wisconsin.
Checks him again.
Ohio.
Wisconsin don't have an O in it, so it's probably one of the two. Hard to tell. Anyways, I expect the boys, at least 1/3 of them from the Midwest, to right. This is a marathon, right? This ain't a sprint. If they've been keeping tabs on the Lumberjacks, they know they're on this this hot streak, so to speak. So expect the Senators here to maintain composure, and really with those early kickoff goals. I mean, those can happen to the best of us, to the worst of us, really, honestly. Doesn't matter if you're in bronze or all the way in Supersonic Legend. They just happen, and they get the best of them. So, nearly 60 seconds gone. Lumberjacks do have the advantage of playing with that early goal. So, it doesn't matter if it's kickoff or not. You have one on the board. You have one on the board. So,
yeah, and that's the thing is, as well here, Flash. I mean, by all intents and purposes, on paper, the St. Paul Senators are the favorites to win this match, but Fusion Bleach starting the second goal for the Bemidji Lumberjacks. And just Bemidji so far over the last 2 series have just been on an absolute tear.
Yeah, I mean, that second goal there where it kind of slowed things down. I mean, it just kind of just, I don't know, smash mouth Rocket League, if that's a thing, just up in your face. That the almost 3rd goal there has been the combination of Fishy and Fusion Bleach, and we've called their names in the past, and of course Perg rounds out that roster. Bubbly Reaper playing some mind games, but needless to say, those two, when they get up in there and they have a chance, right? They're not afraid to get in your face, play a little bit of bumper car in there. So, don't look now. About 3 and change left on the clock. Very first game of the night. So, very hard to tell which way this will go. But according to the chat and according to everything else we've seen, Lumberjacks just on an absolute tear. So, we will see how the Senators respond, at least in game number 1 here. Like I said, plenty of time left on the clock here, my man. But all signs pointing towards the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, still plenty of time, though, here for the Senators. Looking to come in. Fusion Bleach doesn't get all that he got, but he got enough to get it away from the net. Now Fishy, double commit on the side of the Senators. Got to be careful. Ball's not going to drop down. Perg is there. Ball still floating above the net. Here comes Fusion Bleach to make it a hat trick. And now Perg coming off the back wall. Going to pop up into the air. Perg looking for a bump. Fours gets the clear away from the box. Fishy down to Fusion Bleach again, looking for that hat trick. Now off the side wall we go. Fishy gonna drop it down for Fusion Bleach towards the net. Cleared away and saved by Fours. Fusion Bleach eating the demo. Now coming back, but fight. Excuse me. Fishy keeps it in. Ball sent towards the net. Berg gets that touch in front of the goalie for the Senators, and the Bemidji Lumberjacks absolutely putting their foot to the gas pedal. 2:19 to go with a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, looking at the replay there, a little bit of slow motion. We saw from a moment there, we had Chez's perspective, and you saw him getting up there. But when you watch the replay from a different angle, Perg had already, in a way, pre-jumped, or he was already in motion. Well, let's say. And so, although Chez had the good idea to get up there and trying to make that corner pocket save, Perg had already beat him by a second and a half. So, good attempt by Chez and the Senators there. But the boys from Bemidji already 1.5 steps ahead. As I say that, Perg was the lone man back, but was able to make a valiant save. Ball got to be careful here, though. Lumberjacks and Fusion Bleach should have an attempt here as they do try to send it midfield there. Perg was ready, but all 3 members of the Senators were capable and ready there. So a little bumper car action, like I said. Bubbly Reaper getting in there. Showing them how those Ohioans do it, baby. And honorary Wisconsinites. Anywho, fours, Fusion Bleach. We got a lot of F's in the chat, and I'm just talking about the names, not the actual F's in the chat. But, buddy, we got 70 seconds left on the game, and blink and you miss it. The Lumberjacks up 3-0, if you can believe it. I mean, in Rocket League, we always say never. Even that 60 seconds can be all the time you need. But you know, when the Lumberjacks are making plays like this, it's hard for the Senators to really accumulate any kind of offense, right?
Yeah, you know, as Fusion Bleach sets up the 4th goal for the Lumberjacks, I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, we talk about how Rocket League is a momentum game. If I'm on the side of, you know, the St. Paul Senators, something needs to get reset, and pretty darn quick, because to allow the Bemidji Lumberjacks to put up at least a 4 spot here in game number 1, that sets the tone for the rest of this series, where Bemidji's just going to come out swinging for the entire series, as they're looking to add 1 more and almost gets it as Fusion Bleach. But yeah, you know, with 30 seconds to go here, Flash, I mean, right now the Bemidji Lumberjacks doing exactly what they needed to do and showing that, you know, they don't belong down in the middle of the pack where they were. They belong up to the top of the conversation with the rest of these teams that aren't doing so hot, you know, here in the winner's bracket.
Absolutely, and you know, and this could just be really in their DNA, right? As they tack on 1 more with 9 seconds left, you know, Senators just ready to get into game number 2. Perhaps take the full 60 seconds to refresh, but you know, this is perhaps just the Bemidji Lumberjacks DNA, right? It's one of those things where, you know, I want to call out that these guys did not have a bye, so they've had an extra game to play as opposed to some of the upper teams, and I liken it almost to, you know, when you go for those sneaky 4th down plays in the NFL, right? Hey, if it works, you know, you look like the coach of the year. If that doesn't work, you're on a one-way ticket out of that team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you kind of live and die by you know, how you structure things like that. And so the Lumberjacks, like I said, they didn't have the choice of playing that 3rd game, but, you know, they know who they are, and they've taken that extra game, I would say, almost to their advantage, right? And you could easily flip the script, right? The top teams deserve the bye, right? Mm-hmm. And but you'd never expect them to be swept, of all things, by one of the bottom teams. So it's, like I said, if what I'm getting at is the Lumberjacks seem to have made really good use of that extra game, and suddenly of just putting everybody on notice. But yeah, enough of that. Let's look at the stats here, my man.
Yeah, and there's a very telling stat. Now, see if you can tell. 1 whole shot on the side of the St. Paul Senators, and yeah, my goodness, absolutely 0 offense from the Senators. I mean, we take a look at some of the stats as well. The ball on the side of the Senators, 67% of the time of game number 1. So the Senators, they need to kick it into motion. They need to kick it in now, because blink and you miss it, Senators, you're going to be facing somebody in the loser bracket if you don't change something now. But we're going to head to the Forbidden Temple, game number 2, 5 minutes on the clock. It's the Lumberjacks. It's the Senators. Here we go. Ball's going to be sent in to the side of the Senators, fired right back by Fours. Into the corner we go. Perg trying to get it in. Bubbly Reaper gets the save, but Perg is going to eat the demo. And now Fours sent in towards the net. Fishy with a nice play. It's going to now look to get it towards the net. Pass down to Fusion Bleak, but a nice play by Ches to clear it away from the box. Now sent towards the net. Perg and Fishy double commit, but that's okay. Nobody coming in for that second touch. Now Fours pops it up into the air. 8 boosted a dream to work with. Ches looking for a touch. Can't get there, but he had him. My goodness, Bubbly Reaper now coming in. Clearing the way. Getting back down to Ches, looking for a teammate. Fours was there, but cleared away by Fusion Bleach. Now Perg sent towards the net. Bubbly Reaper gets the touch, makes 1-man miss, makes 2-man miss, almost got the 3rd, but taken away by Ches. And now Fusion Bleach looking to get it down to Fishy, too high. 60 seconds gone here so far, flashing. My goodness, what a flurry of offense from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Fusion Bleach waiting till the last absolute second there does pay for his efforts at courtesy of Ches there. Forrest trying to get something going. Able to cut that off. Bubbly Reaper does him one better and able to make that beautiful save. So Bubbly Reaper once again trying to take it middle of the field. Does get caught off. He had 0 boost there at the end of that play. So Forrest able to slow things down with that demo, and courtesy of one Hibbles in the chat says, we need more demos, and I couldn't agree more. So any of you who has a controller in the lobby right now, that's right, I'm looking at both teams. We need more demos, boys. They cannot hear me, just to confirm, but that's what I would say mid-game, just to distract them all. And you know, maybe I'd plug in a controller of my own. I'd be the 7th man. I would contact Psyonix. I'd make it happen. You don't think I
Make
can?
it happen. Make the match. Let's do it.
I am a broadcaster. Thank you very much. I will abuse the minimal power amount of power I have and try to derail this game in any way possible. I would never.
Ball sent back towards the face-off circle. 2:45 to go here in game number 2. Again, still tied at 0. Fishy popping it up into the corner. Ches, they look to center it down to Forrest, taken away by Fusion Bleach. And now Bubbly Reaper just pops it up. Perg, gonna drop it down. Forrest is there to catch that. Send towards the net. Nobody home. Fishy with a nice clear away. Now has a chance to start the counterattack for the Lumberjacks. Can't get it in, but makes one man miss. Ball sent towards the net. Ches able to clear that one away. Counterattack now starts for the Senators. Fusion Bleach back down into the corner. Ball still floating near the box. Bubbly Reaper sends it towards the box. And now Fishy lets it get one more touch. He's looking for a teammate. It's sent in. It's Perg. It's Fusion Bleach. It doesn't matter. 1-0 Lumberjacks.
Yeah, the pass is beautifully executed by Fishy, but then the remaining members of the Lumberjacks really had to just, double team that one, because Senators did have somebody back there, but it was just the numbers game at that point. You know, I was about to, as we transition back and forth here, I was about to make a point that, you know, we're not staring down the barrel of a 5-0 game, right? We're starting to see the Senators come into their own, as I say that. Senators, your metaphorical check is in the mail. It's blank, write it out for some fictional amount, or maybe some chicken nuggets or something. I don't know, whatever's gonna make you feel better after this game. But needless to say, trying to will the Senators to just something here. So Fusion Bleach trying to pop one over. He does.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta look at the replay here, because yeah, Fishy to Fusion Bleach, and Fusion Bleach can't have much boost there either, right? This is shortly after a kickoff, so just expert control, recognizing he's in a one-on-one situation, and I mean, really, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. You gotta pick a lane, right? You go up, down, left, right. You gotta pick something, and the timing is key. And so the Senators unable to capitalize on that one. Could have been a save. Forrest with a breakaway there, and this could be the shot in the arm that the Senators needed. I mean, like I said, buddy, it's when this game was knotted up at all zeros in game number 2, it looks like neither team had the answer, and just a real defensive battle of sorts. But hey, we're getting some action here, albeit in the last 2 minutes of the game. So better late than never. We'll see if the Senators, like we keep mentioning, see if they can get something going for their team, or if the Lumberjacks are just going to keep piling it on.
Yeah, 4 is going to take possession here for the Senators, taking right back by Perg. Now trying to get something in is Fishy, looking for a bump in, but he demoed the wrong guy. And then Fusion Bleach now coming in. Then lets it get one more, gets the flip in, looking for the flip reset. Oh my goodness! Fusion Bleach, how dare you!
See his, I don't know if it's going to show it on stream. I hope it does. I don't think it will with this setup, but the actual in-game tag, title, gamer tag, whatever you want to call it, right? Mine is Demolition Demon. I'll give you one guess as to why, but we'll revisit that later. Fusion Bleach's title, if you will, was Wanted. He was a wanted man on that play, Spencer. You can't get away with that. You can't do that to the Senators. You can't do him like that, man. Oh my God, his face is going to be on a wanted poster after this. The Senators, meanwhile, are going to be on a milk carton, because gosh darn it, where are they? They put one on the board, but Spencer, 4-1, 5-0 doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I mean, 38 seconds left. We could be staring at another sweep.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the Bemidji Lumberjacks at this point really held their own destiny as Perg takes an absolute interception in the corner, scores the 5th goal for the Bemidji Lumberjacks. And yeah, Forrest, nothing they can do about that one is Perg just making them pay. 29 seconds to go here in game number 2. And once again, the Bemidji Lumberjacks absolutely all over the Senators as Perg was looking to make him pay with one more. He still might. Looking for one more touch. Century pass coming in. Now here comes Ches. Centered in. Fusion Bleach gets the touch in. Fishy demos Forrest. Nice play by Fusion Bleach to pre-read that jump. And now Forrest, final 10 seconds to go. Ball sent away. Perg is looking to get it down to Fusion Bleach. He does! Put off the crossbar. Final time ticking away here in game number 2. Ball sent in. One more touch cleared away by Forrest. Ball is going to hit the turf. And that's going to do it. Boy, oh boy. The Bemidji Lumberjacks. Somebody lit a fire under them. And it has been raging ever since the start of Major 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Once we get the stats pulled up here momentarily. In the meantime, when you look at these two teams side by side, very capable in their own right, right? But when you look at the aftermath, the carnage, if you will, sometimes it's just the Lumberjacks are outpacing them in almost every category. The Senators are not lying down, right? They're got a couple more shots on net in game number 2, a couple more saves. They even got that goal, right? But it's just when you look at it side by side, the Lumberjacks are just pacing them almost 2-1 in some of these categories, and that just doesn't bode well as we load up game number 3. So, I mean, buddy, I'll get your hot take first on this. I mean, it seems like it's impossible to stop the Lumberjacks at this point. But any suggestions you got for the Senators as we load up potentially our final game here?
Our third date into DFH Stadium, but oh man, I tell you, man, it's incredible what the Bemidji Lumberjacks have done so far. They came in as that team, kind of middle of the pack, but have just absolutely shocked the world. And I mean, at this point, if I'm the Senators, I need to score first, and I need to score quick. Because you need to set the tempo for game number 3, and that's exactly what Ches did. Getting that one touch off the sidewall and popping it in, and taking the Senators for their lead here in game number 3. Now, again, if I'm still the Senators in this little scenario here, I need to do that again. We need to show the Bemidji Lumberjacks that, hey, we've dropped the first 2 games, and we are not going absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I'd like to think if Ches would have waited like another 4 seconds, your call would have been picture perfect, my friend. It just would have been on point, but they rushed that one a little bit. So they beat you to the punch in terms of the advice that was given, and they're doubling down. They're drinking the Kool-Aid. They're drinking whatever you're drinking, buddy. And they're showing up here in 39 seconds flat. So we'll see how as Perg comes in and takes command of that one. Fishy had an attempt there. Too many members in the goal there to have a clean look at it. But the Lumberjacks have had the luxury of being up in the first 2 games. This is one of those cases, and we had something similar last week in some of our showcases where one team was just absolutely dominating those first 2 games or so, and then the team that was down just managed to somehow flip a switch, right? And they had taken that early lead, and it was just a conversation point all of a sudden of just the team that was dominating, in this case here right now, the Lumberjacks, they were leading and convincingly, right? But how do they respond under the pressure that they so expertly delivered in the first 2 games? So I mean, just about the 4-minute mark, and how do you respond? Well, you do it like that. Fishy and company. Who else but, Fusion Bleach. Okay, Perg, I was going to say, we saw him on the assist down there. And so all-around team play there for them to kind of get back into this game. 3:51 on the clock. If you're just joining us, Bemidji Lumberjacks on an absolute tear, heater, whatever you want to call it. They are here to shock the world, and boy, have we been shooken. But they have taken the first 2 games away from the Senators in convincing fashion. But Senators, like you said, not going anywhere. And this is what you ideally would have liked to dial up in game number 1. But better late than never. You're dialing it up in game number 3, and they'll see how much more they can put on. They do get one top crossbar, bottom crossbar for everybody. but Perg finally clears that one. 3:20 left on the clock, buddy, and Chez and the boys trying to get one more, and Perg says no.
And Perg's gonna fire it in, gonna look for one more. Ball's gonna float right in front of the box. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous for those Senators. And now here comes Chez up the sidewall, popping it up, looking for a teammate. Got Forrest coming in, sent in! My goodness, what a pass from Chez, and what a shot underneath the crossbar by Forrest.
Yeah, talk about team play. We had the boys in blue dial up a team play of their own. Chez, Forrest, and Bubbly Reaper says, anything you can do, I can do better. And from further away, holy cow, Forrest sent that top shelf with not a lot of room to spare. It was a game of inches there any higher, and he would have met his favorite post, Malone. Huh?
Ball sent now into the midline we go. Oh boy, it's been quite a stream here so far, folks. As the ball sent in from the corner, looking for one more. As Fusion Bleach can't get there, and now Perg looking to set up teammate. Fusion Bleach now again looking to settle that down into the sidewall we go. Ball taken by Chez, pinched in, and now Perg gonna settle it down, pop it up over Forrest, looking to get it past Bubbly Reaper, taken away, looking for a touchdown for a teammate, sent into the net, and Forrest is gonna score again here for the Senators, and that's gonna be his second goal of the night.
Yeah, Perg was there, but just kind of awkwardly flipped off to the side, and moments before that, Fishy flying upside down just a tad too early, just kind of rushed that one and almost panicked. I mean, I'd do the same thing, honestly. So, Fishy, golden opportunity there, but Bubbly Reaper, the Midwest favorite, even though Fishy does have Wisconsin in his clan tag, so to speak. So, I don't know, maybe it's a battle of the Midwest where we are viewing before our very own eyes. Fusion Bleach able to set that one aside, and just taking a peek at the clock here, 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes here. So despite the 5-1 scoreline, I mean, if the Lumberjacks play their cards right, they could inch a little bit closer here, despite what time is left. But if you're the Senators, you got to be feeling good, and you are not letting out that gas pedal.
Yeah, if I'm the Senators, I'm kind of rolling with what I am. Even with that second goal for the Lumberjacks, I mean, there's still 3 goals in 95 seconds is still doable, but it's quite a hill to climb if you're on the side of Bemidji. So we'll see if they can get a quick one off. Then we have a different conversation. Fusion Bleach is going to head in. Oh, Perg almost had an opportunity at it. Fishy is going to leave it now for Perg. Forrest is going to collect that for the Senators. Ball into the corner we go. Perg will fire back towards the midline. Bubbly Reaper sends it right back. Fusion Bleach going to head up, get the save away from the goal. Bubbly Reaper going to send it right back. Fusion Bleach is going to miss. Here comes Perg with Forrest is there to take back possession for the Senators. Perg keeping it in the zone. And now Fishy fires in a shot, looking for a teammate. Forrest is there to clear that one away. Fishy gets the bump on the Senator, and now ball popped up into the air. Chez off the sidewall. He's going to look to center it into the box. Here comes Fishy to clear that one away. Forrest eats the demo as well. I mean, by my count so far, we've had 12 demos here in game number 3. That is quite a significant jump from games 1 and 2.
Yeah, you satisfied, Tibbles? Huh? Huh? That's what I thought. Just kidding. We could always use more demos. 30-second horn, there it is. It's one of our favorite horns, aside from the 60-second horn. I think they sound the same, but I don't know. We'll have to take a look in game number 4. Thank God we're getting a game number 4, because I'm going to be listening for the 60-second and 30-second horn. You know what? For our viewers. Don't say I never did anything for you guys, huh? 10 seconds left. Ball just aimlessly floating around here. Fishy gonna make one last attempt. A little bit of mind games from Chez. And, okay, never mind. Okay, I thought it was one more. Took me a second. He even faked out the caster. You'll see in the replay here. Gets Chez, and I was like, oh man, there's one more. Just kidding. It's Fusion Bleach. So, Fusion Bleach was walking the dog on that one. And, if there's something to be gained from this, it could be a possible momentum shift, because as it's one of our popular talking points is, despite the scoreline and the overall series record, barring a game ender, whoever scores last sometimes could capture that lightning in a bottle, right? And it could feel, the fire for the next game.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't hear the in-game music on stream, but I can definitely hear it in my head. It is Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up" from Chez, and that's exactly what the Senators are thinking right now. They are not even close to giving up here. We take a look at the stat sheet. Thank you, by the way. I'll take my check in the mail, Rick. 10 shots apiece. 10 shots for the Senators, 9 on the side of the Lumberjacks. But again, it's that hidden stat that we don't see here. 10 demos for the Lumberjacks and 9 for the Senators. So plenty of demos here in game number 3 to kind of get things going here and liven up the party, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to watch this game 3 from beginning to end, because when you look at the 5-3 stat line, you see 9 shots, 10 shots, pretty darn close in the demo category as well. You're like, man, this looks like it was a pretty close game. Like I said, it seems like you'd have to go back and watch them from beginning to end, because I feel like the Lumberjacks, albeit they were able to close the gap, padded the stats there a little bit towards the end, because they were down, 1-5 at one point. And so good on them to make, an effort rather than none at all, and at least keep fighting throughout the entire series there. But anywho, game number 4 on tap. The Senators able to get one away from the Lumberjacks. The Lumberjacks will not be sweeping their opponents tonight against the Senators. But Spencer, if I'm in game number 4 here, locked and loaded, Senators just picked one up here. Lumberjacks still have the advantage of that 2-1 lead in this series, as Fishy's got to be careful here. Last man, he does capture that one. Another demo as I say that. But if you're locked and loaded in game number 4 here, I don't know what the game plan is anymore for these teams, right? It's just we've seen a lot of different things executed over the course of 3 games alone. Fishy has a lone attempt there, caught off by Bubbly Reaper, but it's just what's left? Is there a kitchen sink anymore?
I think at this point here in game number 4, you want to be the first team to score, because that's going to set the tone for here in game number 4 for your team.
Sure.
We saw each of the last 3 games so far. First team that scored was the team that won, and I mean it seems like a really easy thing to do, and kind of like a duh, that makes sense kind of thing. But sometimes scoring that first goal is all you need. Is Perg was looking to get an insane angle, but couldn't get enough on it. Now Chez hits the sky, looking to drop it down for a touch. 2 members of the Senators committed to that. Perg is gonna try to get there, but Fishy will score. And again, the all important first goal here for Fishy, as the goalie for the Senators Fours could not get there in time. 3:16 says it's 1-0 Bemidji.
Good call out, buddy. I didn't even see that. Oh my God. Let's crack open a cold one after this. And recapping that first goal there of game number 4, you saw the Senators on a pretty gutsy attack there, where Chez ran out of boost there and was getting an assistance from Bubbly Reaper towards the end. He was unable to connect on it, and in their back pocket you have Fours cheating up as well. So like I said, a little bit of a gutsy attack there. I mean, hey, if it works out, it works out. But in this case, it kind of fell apart before it got started. And so Fishy, when you saw him in that replay, sent that ball just scooting downtown at 73 miles an hour, and yes, Fours was able to make some sort of recovery, but not enough to make the save. So again, gutsy attack, kind of dismantled before it got started for the Senators. They'll look to revisit the drawing board here. Berg. Oh my God, I felt like I was in the passenger seat there for a second. I was like, don't you dare touch that ball. Fusion Bleach was able to make the save, putting away my worries. But Fours, nice pop-up there. God, that's just a tricky corner. Corner of doom, as they call it sometimes, corner of you-know-what, depending who you ask, because boy, oh boy, he read the rebound there expertly and sent that ball down at a beautiful angle. So, couple demos to start off this one. 2 minutes left on the clock or so. Fusion Bleach snuck it past Chez. Chez, had a good attempt there. Fishy, oh my God, made a gutsy save there. Ball picking up pace here. We'll see who can kind of slow things down. Fishy once again. Oh my God. This is just, this is too much for game number 4. If we go to a game number 5, you know what? I'd like to see some sort of caster stat of how many game 5s have we done, because I feel like it's been a lot. So, you know, I'm not complaining if we get to a game 5. The first 3 and now 4 games have been quite exciting as Berg sends a lofty shot on there. Fishy tried to put an exclamation point on that one. Bubbly Reaper able to stand strong 90 seconds. No horn for that one. But if you thought I forgot about the 60 and 30-second horns, you'd be wrong. Don't worry, it's coming up in 20 seconds flat.
So here's the thing, Flash, is you say that that's a stat that you'd want. I actually know that off the top of my head.
Oh.
You and I have casted 9 games together for Premier League.
Yeah.
5 of them have gone to game 5. Perg gets the goal with the demo on Ches. But yeah, 5 of them have gone to game 5.
That's just barely above 50%. We are killing it. Oh my God. Chat, you're welcome.
It's 1:07 to go here in game number 3, and the Lumberjacks now have the lead. A double demo coming from Bubbly Reaper and Fusion Bleach. 60 seconds to go here, game number 4. Forrest looking to set up a teammate, cleared away by Fusion Bleach. And now Bubbly Reaper looking to get things started here on the offensive side. Sent away, Forrest has got to get there, and he does. And now another shot coming in here. Perg looking to keep it in. Ches takes it right back. Gets it away back towards the midline. Fishy takes it right back. Forrest still keeping it in the midline. Perg, now to the corner we go. 30 seconds to go here in game number 4. As now we head to the other side. Bubbly Reaper popping it up, looking for a teammate. Ches is over there. He'll get the shot in towards the net off the left post. And now Perg gets the redirect and the 3rd goal for the, for his team. And my goodness, it came at a perfect time with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was beautiful. You know, really couldn't have been any more perfectly executed on that one. Bubbly Reaper trying to race back, almost seemingly knowing the position that he's in, but just Lumberjacks make a statement on that one at 85 miles an hour, nonetheless. So you thought 73 was fast, 85 just, you know, is that much more. So final seconds ticking down here. Ball floating up one more time. Ches, Force, anyone trying to make something happen here. And the winner, Lumberjacks. GG's in the chat. Stat sheet coming up soon. Before we get into that, I will take no more than 30 seconds, I promise. I can confirm that because I've finally been paying attention to it. The 60-second horn and the 30-second horn are indeed different. The 60-second horn, for your curiosity, is just one, you know, kind of a bassy, just a lower tone, right? Yeah, just kind of a womp.
Like a foghorn.
But the 30-second is just like a, oh shit, it's getting real now. You get like a bump, like it's a little bit higher pitch. You're like, oh shit,
here we go.
Kinda, yeah. So there you go. You can't find a stat sheet for that anywhere. Chat again. You're welcome, buddy. Take it away.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the stats here, and yeah, it was nothing but the Bemidji Lumberjacks here in game number 4. You know, we take a look at field domination as well, again 64% for the Bemidji Lumberjacks. So again, all over the Senators here in game number 4, and really in this series, other than game number 3, it was nothing but the Lumberjacks. But a good game all around. We are going to have one more series coming your way here in just a few moments. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, switch a couple things around. We'll be right back with more of the Premier Major 1 for Minnesota Championship Series.
Say the life's too short to be holding this tight. So why am I walking light? And in this world of light and color, I'm not afraid of the night when the future's so bright. that I got all these friends and we're like, it's not the end. Whoa, this new world is ours. This new world is ours, and all these friends and we're like, it's not the end. Whoa, this new world is ours. This new world is ours. They say the life's too short, and I can feel in my bones. The horizon is close now, now, now. And the world's been changing lately, but after that storm, we come out strong now, now. And I got all these friends, and we're like, it's not the end. Whoa, this new world is ours. This new world is ours, and all these friends, and we're like, it's not the end. Whoa, this new world is ours. This new world is ours. This new world is ours. We stand and watch the world go up in flames. We fight for love until we die in vain. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? Be my solid We look off the edge till the waves come crashing in, and we say our goodbyes to the tides that might have been. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When the world was a dream at first. I got lost in your world, in your universe. I never thought our love would ever end. I messed up, made it worse, pushed you away. All that fighting and pain till you left one day. Wish I could take back all those things I said. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I'm a mess, I'm a wreck when I see your face, and I know that you're feeling exactly the same. Let's stop pretending we should stay apart. Tried to meet someone new, but they can't compare. And I know that I'm being a bit unfair, but you're the only one that's in my heart. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. You've seen me here before, above the mountain tops. With every step I take, I show the world what I got. I feel alive again. I feel like it's a new chance, far from a wasteland. And I've got nowhere to be, so I'm waiting. I don't need a rush, I'm patient. However long it takes, I'll be there one day. Eternal, I'm alive and chasing whatever it is I'm facing. I can't walk away, there's so much left to say. Our story never has to end. Eternal, I'm alive again. We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I hope a good surprise. I could flip all the time that I borrowed and make another life.